Hey everybody, it's David Gerber, and I love just sharing stories about when I've gotten coached, and I've been working with Chris Doris for about a year now, and it's been really life transforming for me and for my business and for my ability to serve the world. And one of the things that Chris has really dramatically helped me with recently has been this difference between what it means to please and to serve, right? So serving versus pleasing when it comes to running your business and really your overall life. And so I was thinking about this quote. There's a quote from Steve Chandler that is so simple and profound, but Chris Doris really helped me to implement it and how it was working for me uniquely. And part of the reason to have a personal coach is because they help see how you interact with the content and material and the context of everything and how it all pulls together. The quote says this. It says, "Serving is intended to benefit the person being served. Pleasing is intended to benefit the person doing the pleasing." And what Chris helped me see in my coaching was that so much of my coaching ended up being pleasing. It wasn't actually serving the client because I was afraid to say something that was coming up, right? And I wouldn't say it as boldly as I could. I wouldn't say to somebody, "Hey, you're being a victim," or I wouldn't say to somebody. Chris helped me notice was like I wouldn't say to somebody like, "Hey, this is your problem, is that you're full of excuses." And you have excuses, but you don't have results. And if you would just switch that, you would have the results you want. You'd be serving the world the way you want. And one of the lines that Chris helped me with the most that was so transformational for my ability to serve clients well was that Chris, he said to me this. He said, "David," he goes, "I will never avoid offending you in my commitment to loving you, serving you, caring for you, and helping you grow your service and your business." Let me say that again. He said, "I will never avoid offending you in my commitment to loving and serving you." And what's great then is, usually after that, he's going to say something that is quote unquote offensive, right? Going to say something that nobody else will say to me because he knows that it will serve me, right? So he's keeping the focus on serving me. So he doesn't care if he hurts my feelings. He doesn't care if it's offensive. It doesn't matter because if he knows it helps me grow my ability to serve and grow my business and grow my leadership, whatever that is, he's going to say it because he knows it serves me, right? And so Chris helped me see this, and then I started bringing that to my coaching sessions when I'm coaching somebody else, and I keep the focus on serving them. And so if they are just full of excuses, I'll say it. I'll say, "Hey, listen, look, this is your problem. Your problem is you're full of excuses," right? Rather than getting creative and creating new results, you get all upset about things. You get defensive. You start making excuses. You go into victim mode instead of ownership. And I'll say those things, and I'll be able to sit with the client as they're processing all of that. And they begin to respect me because I'm willing to say the things that nobody else will say to them. And so when I bring that level of service, rather than people pleasing, I bring service into the fold. I bring that into my coaching sessions. I'm really strong with my clients and help them see that they grow to respect me more. The coaching is better. It creates better results. They're then serving their worlds better. They're getting better results. And this is why coaching is such a great gift. And this is why I've been working with Chris for a year. And I'm going to continue working with him in the foreseeable future because it helps me elevate my level of service. And that's what this is all about, is how do all of us, whether you're a coach or whether you're a business owner or an athlete, it's about how do you serve the world the best and not fall into people-pleasing mode, right? How do you stay in service? How do you say what needs to be said to people and be honest with them, but do it out of love? You're not doing it to be right. You're saying, "I will not avoid offending you in my commitment to loving and serving you." And that's what it's about, and that's been so transformational in my coaching with Chris Doris so far.